earlier days when you younger, 14, 15, 16, yeah, I had people say all types of stuff, you know, laughing, thinking it's funny, until it started to work, you know. Like I said, in high school, it was way harder to tell people about it. I always kept it like under wraps. I was like introverted, you know. I was to myself, keep my hood on, I'm in the class with my headphones. I was that kid, you know. I wasn't like excelling super crazy in school, not that I couldn't do the work, I just wasn't applying myself because I knew that I wasn't gonna get a job anyway. I deal with self-doubt too. I'm not afraid to say that, yo, I doubted myself at one point, but then I said, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna doubt myself. I'm gonna do it. You know, like I still have moments where I'm like overthinking, and but sometimes you just gotta be like, nah, like the time is now. I'm never gonna be 27 again. I'm never gonna be 20 again. I'm never gonna be 30 again. Like, live your life.
I read this book. It's called The Mountain Is You, and it was saying that the reason why you haven't done what you wanted to do is because you just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
It's not that important to you.
Yeah.
And once I realized that, bro, I was like, yo, is you right? Like, I know what to do. You know exactly what to do. You know how to do it. You know what steps to take. You just don't.
Yeah.
And why is that?
You might be lazy. It might be too much work. You might not have the work ethic. You might not believe in yourself. It could be negative self-talk. It could be like pessimistic mindset. It could be a lot of things. It's a lot of like self work that you have to do. You know, a lot of work on yourself first.
If you want to do something, you have to completely engulf yourself in your ambition.
For sure. So I always say that you gotta submerge yourself, and you can't be like dipping your toe in the pool. You gotta jump all the way in, feel the water, and like we talked about before, it's that fear. You dipping your toe in, you nervous, you scared. But the person that get all the way in, you get all of that out the way quicker. It's like, oh, this wasn't even as bad as I thought.
Oh bullshit. It's like getting a cold ass pool, you know what I'm saying? Like if you be scary about it, it's gonna feel cold as shit. But if you just jump in that pool in 10 seconds, you're gonna be fine.
It's that fear of judgment. Like, I wasn't always like fearful of judgment, and I recognized that one day. I was like, yo, I wasn't always like this. What is the thing that made me like this? I honestly feel like with social media, you inadvertently just keep comparing yourself all the time. You know, you see somebody else doing something, they get more likes, and you like, damn, I put mines out there, I worked hard at it, and I only got a little bit of likes. But it's like, bro, it's just social media. Like, their path is their path. Just keep going. It's just fear, it's comparison, it's fear of judgment. Man, just put your shit out there and just keep going. Be proud of what you have. Grow, be on your own path. And if you are present and you living in that, and you ain't worrying about comparison, you're gonna be good, man. You just gotta keep doing it. That's all.
Welcome to the Saint Pod.
Yoruba Saint with Saint Pod, far from saints, far from sinners. This is the place we making y'all winners. Today we got a special guest. It's not your average artist, man. This nigga really do real artwork. Say what's up, brother.
What up? What's going on, y'all?
Yo, bro, I really look at your page. I seen what you've been doing. I seen the drop that you dropped earlier this year, right?
Yeah.
What was it called?
So I dropped my very first art collection called Hoop Dreams, July 25th.
Now, just for the people that don't know you, like, give them a little backstory about who you are and what you do.
All right, so my name is Brian Ward. I'm 27 years old. I'm from North Philly. I'm an artist and entrepreneur. So I own a balloon decor company called Art on Display. And then outside of that, I'm a full-time artist. So what he was just mentioning was my first art collection I dropped this year. Basically what I did was I took the medium of balloons and I started using it to create artwork. So like canvases, sculptures, different things like that.
That's tough, bro. And what drew you to balloons in the first place?
So honestly, as a kid, I just been like independent minded. You know, I just always wanted to get my own money. I never really like asking people for things, and I didn't really like hearing the word no. So when I was younger, I grew up in a unique situation. You know, my mom and dad always been together like 30 plus years. And I got two younger sisters. So growing up, my mom was an event planner and my dad was a baker. So for me, I just was trying to figure out how I can find my footing in that. Yeah. And we was always helping our parents, like, you know, with different events during the weekends and stuff like that. But I was into clothes like in middle school. So going into high school, just a couple weeks, like my freshman year, I'm like, damn, it's a difference between what
Yeah.
I'm wearing in middle school versus what they wear in high
Right.
school. You
Yeah.
around older kids.
Bullshit.
We went from at the time, like back in 2012, it's like Abercrombie and Hollister and things like that.
Yeah.
Then you go to high school and people wearing Balenciaga, so it's like, oh, I gotta get my money up. So that was my mindset, and I ain't had no money, so I had sat my dad down one day, just a few weeks into my freshman year, and I was like, yo, Dad, how can I get some money? And he was like, yo, you could do something involving, like, the family business. So he like, yo, it'd be perfect if you was like a clown. Like if you did magic tricks and face painting and balloon twisting and stuff like that. But all I heard was the word clown. And I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. Yeah, I was like, and at the time, just to like paint the picture, I ain't have dreads at the time. I had like this real low cut. And
just chop this shit.
I was super small. Like niggas saying I look like Lil Bill. I'm like, oh no, I had glasses, I had braces, so it was like I'm not adding a clown to that. But anyway, I gave it a try. I gave all of it a try, and for whatever the reason, the balloons just stuck with me, and I just kept doing it. And then I saw the growth, and a lot of things started happening in my life that I ain't think was possible. I was never thinking that I would become this though. I just kept
tough,
moving.
bro. That's tough. It's mad inspiration. What the fuck? No bullshit. I was just thinking, bro, to have, first of all, 2-parent household, first of all, and then on top of that, entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
that's got to be a crazy upbringing.
Yeah.
Was there anything like that you've seen, like making, like while you started making this business? There's anything like you could think back to, like, yo, my parents put me in this position because of their mindset?
Yeah, like I mean, a lot of things. I'm a real like reflective person. Or introspective person. I'm always reflecting and thinking about the moment, and like being present. So it's been a lot of moments, like just doing my own invoicing. I remember I started at 14. By the time I was like 16, 17, I started doing my own invoices. My mom and my dad used to handle them at first, but just thinking about like my growth, going from my mom and dad dropping me off to every event to catching a train and a bus and stuff like that by myself, and then driving my first truck, and like all of those moments, I just be reflecting like I ain't never even want this necessarily. I'm like at 27, I still feel like I'm the same kid that just was trying to get some money to buy his own clothes. And now it's like I got hella bills and like I'm doing all this other stuff now. Yeah, it's
life shit.
I'm still that same guy though.
No bullshit. Are you content with this?
No, like I mean, I always want more. Like that's what keep you going. I always want more. But like my biggest inspiration is life itself. Like I know that there's more out there. As a kid, I went to a crazy middle school too. So like
you're from Philly, right?
I'm from North. Where'd
you go?
Yeah, I went to KIP. It used to be on
they got closed down?
Huh?
They closed down?
They did close down. It used to be at Broad and Lehigh, but they got a lot of different schools. So they got like elementary, high school. They got a bunch of different KIPs now. But at the time, it was building, and it was KIP North. It was at Broad and Lehigh, and they had these crazy end of the year trips, like and we got mad funding. So if you were eligible to go on a trip, you only had to pay $20. It's an end of the year trip. So 5th grade was DC, and then like 6th grade it was Utah.
That's tough.
7th grade was Atlanta. 8th grade was Puerto Rico. So it was crazy.
Puerto Rico? Oh, y'all niggas was out.
Yeah, they had money. Now it's crazy though. I started wilding in school around 8th grade, and I ain't even go to Puerto Rico. But 6th grade I went to Utah, and to this day I done been to Paris, London, all these other places, but Utah was still probably my favorite place ever. Like it was my first time getting on a plane, and then it was my first time seeing like real stars. Like at nighttime, and like living in the inner city, you can't really see stars like that.
Light pollution
in the air. It's like seeing it out there in Utah was just like mesmerizing for me. And at 12 years old, I still remember that moment. I was like, damn. It's more to life. So
bullshit.
That really just like put me on to like at young, like, oh yeah, it's a lot more out here than just what you see in the hood,
No bullshit. And I'm gonna put a pin here a second. You been to Costa Rica?
I've never been to Costa Rica yet.
That's the sky that I've seen the most bright lights from.
Damn.
But I did want to touch on what you just said and about saying how you were able to see more.
Yeah.
And that's really a thing, especially in Philly. Here's the thing. Philly, one of the biggest cities, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like any other city. It's not like Atlanta. It's not like LA. It's not like New York. Why is this? People are always filtering in and out of New York, in and out of LA, in and out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
But Philly, niggas stay here.
Yeah.
Niggas either move here, stay here, or they grow up here and they stay here.
Yeah, right.
And they only know they hood.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Lack of exposure.
Yeah.
That's the like, it's so funny because growing like doing what I've been doing over the years. You know, I didn't know how unique my story was until I got older. You know, of course, like you got friends who may not have a dad or may not have a mom, and they like stuff like that. I come from a family like that too. Not my household, but like I got a big family too. So I've seen a lot of like single fathers, single mothers, that kind of stuff. But you know, for me, a lot of people start asking me like over time, you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I never could answer, but once I got older, I realized it's like it's just lack of exposure. We don't have a lot of things. Like if you go to some place like New York, right? I was just in New York for New York Fashion Week. Right. Just being exposed to all the celebrities that were there and just the lifestyle, the energy, it was just like, damn, we don't have that like or
I love
nowhere
New York,
near as much. I love New York. Like and then traveling and going to places like Atlanta, you know, I frequent Atlanta like a lot over the years and just seeing, like I say again, the lifestyle, culture, just different things. If you don't think outside of what's like what you around, you won't realize like it's a whole bunch of other stuff. You just stay in this little bubble. People think that that's the world, but you know, I don't know what to say to that.
That's some facts, bro. On this, besides the podcast, I'm actually a mindset coach.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically, a lot of people get these mindsets where they're stuck. You feel me? They don't know what to do. They don't have no direction, and it's usually those kind of issues. Yeah. And the number one tip I have for people like that is to travel.
For sure.
It's to travel.
For sure.
There's a thing called neuroplasticity. Like, you familiar with that?
Yeah.
And that's basically how you change the patterns in your mind. And the number one thing you can do to start that process is traveling. And when you travel, what happens is your brain is trying to familiarize itself with the area because you've never been to this place before. So it has to force its mind to start doing new connections and seeing new brain pathways. And this opens up your mind to like what you're just saying, exposure. Yeah. And that's what really makes people start evolving. Gotcha. Like when people are traveling, when people are doing new things, new opportunities, stuff that's hard, you feel me? Yeah. And that's the only thing that's gonna make you grow. Yeah. And Philly, right? This is what I'm gonna bring it back to. Yeah. The expectation is so fucking low in Philly. Like, bro, sure. In New York, everybody's dressed up crazy. Like, yo, you can't walk out with a bum ass fit on. You even going to the corner store, you mean? Because like, bro, they going crazy over there. You feel me? For sure. But in here, it's like, you mean, it's no type thing. If you have any advice for somebody that's, you know, stuck in their ways, you know, maybe they want to become an entrepreneur like you with their art or something like that, but they're not sure where to start or like how to have the confidence to do what you do. Like, what would you say to them?
Damn, you know, that's a good question. It's a lot of things.
And before you answer that question, can you like move your mic a little lower? I think maybe lower. Oh, lower. I think it's blocking your face. Like, you can just.
I'm gonna set up some.
All right, bet. Yeah, there we go. That worked.
Let me see. So I mean, whenever people like say they want to become an entrepreneur, I always like laugh or smile because I'm like, man, you don't really. It depends on where you getting that from. Like if you looking on social media and you looking at the glitz and glamour, you like, oh, I want to do that. I never would try to deter anybody, but it's definitely not for everybody.
That's very true.
You gotta really be wired a certain way or built a certain way for this shit. It's super hard, you know. Like it's so many pitfalls and things that can happen with this thing that'll break you. But like I said, you gotta really be in it if you want it. Somebody told me 2 years ago when I was asking them questions about being an artist and everything, he told me just start. And I hated that advice because I'm like, what do you mean just start? Right. But people have been asking me lately, you know, about like some of my methods and marketing and stuff like that. And I'm like, did you do any research yet? Did you like look into it yourself? Did you go on Google? Like our phones, you can do everything that I'm literally doing. I'm just trying to figure it out as well, and then I'm actually taking action, and then what you're seeing is the result of me trying. So you have to try things. You gotta get out and study, like read books, get off of social media thinking that that's everything, because it's literally not. Like
it's not, bro.
It's hard for me to answer this question though. No, it could go in so many ways.
I think you have a beautiful answer already, and I think what you bring up is really important, and it's called the power of now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think that a lot of people get in this phase where they're researching, or not even researching, they're planning. That's what it is. They're planning and they're planning and they're thinking. Yeah. And they turn around, it's been 5 years. Yeah. Yet you've been sitting on the same idea for 5 years, you feel me? And you haven't even made one step.
Absolutely.
And people keep asking these questions. oh, how do I get out of this mindset? How do I? You have to start it. And the reason why you haven't started is simply because you just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I learned too, that like sometimes I feel like, oh, something's not working for me. I think that like for example, like getting in the gym and like losing weight. I think that I struggled with that for a long time. Like I used to be bigger, and I struggled with that. Like I would start for 3 days and then stop and then get back to
inconsistency,
old bullshit.
like,
Yeah. I was like, why can't I be consistent, bro?
Yeah.
And I read this book. It's called The Mountain Is You, and it was saying that the reason why you haven't done what you wanted to do is because you just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
It's not that important to you.
Yeah.
And
It's
once
not a
I
priority.
realized that, bro, I was like, yo, is you right? Like, I know what to do. You know exactly what to do. You know how to do it. You know what steps to take. You just don't.
Yeah.
And why is that?
You might be lazy. It might be too much work. You might not have the work ethic. You might not believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It could be negative self talk. It could be like pessimistic mindset. It could be a lot of things. It's a lot of like self work that you have to do.
That's
you know,
true.
a lot of work on yourself first. And I read a lot, so like, you know, it's funny, like when, as you were just talking about that, I'm like, damn, I identify with that too. You know, sometimes people think that I just got it made, you know, like I just do all of this amazing stuff, and I'm like, no, I deal with self-doubt too. I'm not afraid to say that, yo, I doubted myself at one point, but then I said, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna doubt myself. I'm gonna do it. You know, like I still have moments where I'm like overthinking, and but sometimes you just gotta be like, nah, like the time is now. I'm never gonna be 27 again. I'm never gonna be 20 again. I'm never gonna be 30 again. Like, live your life. And a lot of times the problem is because people are limiting their minds to like the surroundings. So going back to Philly, you know, you probably so worried about what this so and so from high school would say, and it's like, bro, you high school was 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. Like later for that person.
Bullshit.
This is literally your life. Go out and do whatever makes you happy. Like, that's something that I wish somebody would have said that to me. Probably just grab me by the shirt, like, yo, live your life. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
And that's why I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to go through that experience too, though. What do you think your art has given you, like mentally, spiritually? Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I actually was thinking about this question similarly, like recently. It's a lot of, all right, so one thing I really do like about what I'm doing more so of now in the last 2 years versus what I'm typically known for, which is the balloon decor. So I'm setting up at events and stuff like that. Creating art in the way that I'm doing it now allows for me to show people what's going on in my head versus what I do for a living day to day is literally what other people are asking me to do. So they'll come to me with an idea saying, hey, could you create this? Oh yeah, I got that. All right, I know how to do this. But now I'm showing you like things that I think of in my mind that I don't see other people doing. So like, for example, the basketball sculpture that I did for Hoop Dreams, the way that I put the entire rollout together, you know, the way I marketed it, the way that I include myself in the artwork by wearing a basketball outfit, like all of that requires thought. And that requires a lot of thinking, but that's my mind on display. So, you know, I just met you today and you like, yo, I love seeing what I saw on your page. And I'm like, damn, you know, 6 months ago when I was working on it, I wasn't thinking about how it was going to be received, but I just knew that like I'm enjoying this, and I know I wanted to come together like this. And because of all the work that I did do, the work that I took action on, now I'm sitting right here with you, and God allowing for me to meet you today. Like, I think that's what's dope about. So that's the spiritual connection too. So that's what's like dope about it for me.
Yeah, and real quick, that's what connected us was Luna, our guest coordinator. Shout out to her, man. I just think that's what really is the most powerful thing about doing art. Because I consider this an art form, you know,
for sure,
as well.
For sure.
And I just think that it brings us together. Like the only reason why we're sitting in these chairs right now is because our art is conforming.
Yeah, it's in alignment.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
And I can even tell, like, just based off the first interaction, we on the same wavelength. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Like no bullshit. And I think that's something really powerful, bro, that I feel like a lot more people should experience. Just doing the things that you want to do.
I agree.
And seeing the fruits of what you're, like, you know, creating and all that. You feel me?
For sure.
So I heard you talk about doubts earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could you elaborate a little more? Like, so what were these doubts telling you, and how did you kind of move past them?
So doubt for me is never really like it's never like a voice saying that you can't do something. It's more so just like a hesitation, you know? So like, you got to ask yourself, like, what's stopping you from doing whatever it is. So let's just use like the gym or a workout or whatever. For example, someone may say like, you know, I want to run, or I want to go hit the gym and lift weights and lose weight. I want to get this six pack. Well, what's stopping you from doing it? You might say, I'll do it next week. Or some people don't even put a time limit on it. They just say, I'll go. It's like, when are you going? What I realize is you're not going to do the thing until you plan it, until it's an action plan. Like, until you say, I'm going to do it on this day at this time. Because if you just keep saying, oh, later on or tomorrow, it's never going to come.
That's so true.
And for me, I used to always be a later guy but I had to realize like successful people are now people. Like, they're present. They say, no, I'm doing this right now. How can I get closer to this thing ASAP? So for me, doubt isn't really about like, oh no, you can't do that. Like, it's a negative voice in my mind. It's more so just a hesitation. So if I think about doing something and I realize like I still ain't do that yet. It's been 4 days. It's been 5 days. Now I'm like, all right, what is this thing? It's just procrastination. It's just
fear.
It's fear, and it's like you gotta dissect it though. And a lot of people don't want to face their fears. They don't want to face themselves. A lot of people can't even sit with themselves. But you got to be able to say, all right, what is this thing? Sit with yourself, figure out that thing, figure out why you aren't doing it. You gotta ask yourself, like, what am I afraid of? And if you can't think of an answer, it's like, oh, it's just nothing, or it's that limitation stuff. You might be, for me, I had a fear of like opinions of other people, you know, and you gotta, you know, sometimes like we do care what other people think. We care about what other people think, but you got to ask yourself why. Like, why do I care? Why do I care about what this man think about me? This is something that I enjoy doing, and it's just that simple. I hope that I wish more people thought like that though. But it takes time to get to that place as well though. So you gotta give people grace. I know my answers are like a little all over, but I'm just excited, like, because I know that this is real.
This is some real shit. I think you are giving a mad game, and bro, I just think that people just get in this phase where like they just this thing we were talking about earlier, just thinking.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think I do want to talk about how people are always thinking about other people's opinions. I think as a species, as humans, that's a natural thing. Because we're a tribal people, and our survival isn't primal, like really primal anymore. It's more so just about socially being accepted. And so to have a certain amount of feeling about being belonged is fine. It's just when it starts limiting you in your actions. If you feel me. And I think like I used to wild out just because of that feeling. Like, just because I felt like people were challenging me, you know, like in high school. You know how you go through a phase. Like I started doing that shit. Like I started dyeing my hair, painting my nails black on some nut shit. Like, you know, it's on some. I just wanted to set myself apart, and I think like
rebellious,
right? Exactly, and I think that everyone should do that. Maybe not to that extent, but you feel me? Like just doing things outside of your comfort zone. You feel me? For sure, and that's what's gonna get you really comfortable with just not giving a fuck about what anybody else thinks. Doing things that people like. Obviously, you want to do them, but doing things that people would look at you sideways for a little bit. I feel like did you have any people that when you started making your art that didn't take it serious, or you know, it's stuff along those lines? Like, could you speak about that a little bit?
In the beginning, I got a lot of like funny stories. Because you gotta look at it like this. Like, I'm from Philly, so I'm not selling drugs. You know, I'm not an athlete. You know, I'm not the typical things that most people would think that I am. You know, sometimes I walk in places and people are like, what, you rap? I'm like, nah, bro. And it's like, I make art. It's like, oh, what, you paint? And it's like, kinda. Then it's like, oh, I make art with balloons. It's like, then they looking at me like, damn, that's different. What the hell got you into that? So I do like that about, you know, my story and everything. But I'm sorry, I'm going off in tangent. What was the question again?
Damn, what was the question?
We just floated.
Oh yeah, no, I said that people don't take you seriously, like seriously or anything like that.
So earlier on, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, let's just say let's bring the topic towards dating. How do I tell someone I twist balloons for a living? Like, and then they like, oh, okay, cool. Like, so you have that fear, like, damn, I might be judged by this person or whatever. But for me, that was like a driving force. Like, I gotta make this work. I gotta become successful at it. And over time, it's like now I'm so confident I could just be like, yo, this is what I do. And I don't even care what you say because I know I'm successful at it. And I want people to meet me based off of my character anyway, not just what I do. Definitely. So earlier days when you younger, 14, 15, 16, yeah, I had people say all types of stuff, laughing, thinking it's funny until it started to work, like I said, in high school, it was way harder to tell people about it. I always kept it like under wraps. I was like introverted, I was to myself, keep my hood on. I'm in the class with my headphones. I was that kid, I wasn't like excelling super crazy in school. Not that I couldn't do the work. I just wasn't applying myself because I knew that I wasn't gonna get a job anyway. Like I knew earlier on, I'm like, I don't want no job. But that's because of, again, like my mom and dad mindset. My dad always was like, yo, I don't want you to go through what I had to go through. Like, you could do this. So like try leaning into this if you want. I ain't have no pressure on my family though. Like when I graduated, my parents was like, so what do you want to do? Whatever you do, just do it though. You got to do something. You got to either go to work, or my dad literally told me like, yo, if you want to be a mad scientist, we gonna support it. We'll be pouring up beakers or whatever. If you want to do that, we gonna support it. But make sure you're doing something every day. So that's the type of like mental support that I got from my family though, for sure.
That's so tough. I want to dig a little bit into that too. But before I do that, I want to say like what you said about how now that you kind of own what you do now instead of just kind of hiding it. And I could tell you do, because in your bio, that's literally what it says. It says like, I make art with balloons, or like, what does it say on your bio?
It's something like that.
Like I feel like you just started owning that, and I think that that's what most people should do.
Absolutely.
I think that when you start doing something, you should automatically own it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think the quicker you do that, the more success you'll see.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
It's a you spot on. I think it's a switch in mindset. Like for me, starting out as an artist, like my first couple of months, I never really like calling myself that because I feel like I didn't earn it yet. Like I feel like I didn't quote unquote deserve the title until I do. But like nah, I mean, if you already thinking like this in your mind and you start like moving towards that, if you feel like you are, it's probably because you are. You just ain't confident yet because you comparing yourself for something to bigger artists or whatever. But after some time, man, I feel like if you nervous, if you got fear or doubt, it's because you ain't putting in enough work yet. You gotta be in it. That's how you know who in it and who ain't. The people that's really in it, it's like, man, I know him. I know this is me, Somebody that's a basketball player and ain't confident, probably you ain't put up enough shots yet.
Bullshit.
When you in that gym and you put in that work, the confidence just on you. Like you ain't even gotta figure it out.
That's some real shit. You become what you do.
Absolutely.
And I take that with a grain of salt too, because you're not always what you do. But I think that if you want to do something, you have to completely engulf yourself in your ambition.
For sure. So I always say that you gotta submerge yourself, and you can't be like dipping your toe in the pool. You gotta jump all the way in, feel the water, and like we talked about before, it's that fear. You dipping your toe in, you nervous, you scared. But the person that get all the way in, you get all of that out the way quicker. It's like, oh, this wasn't even as bad as I thought.
Oh bullshit! It's like getting a cold ass pool. You know what I'm saying? Like if you be scary about it, it's gonna feel cold as shit. But if you just jump in that pool in 10 seconds, you're gonna be fine.
And I always tell myself like I'm an adapter too. So like that's what you gonna naturally do. You jump in, it's cool. That first second you gonna be like, oh my gosh, and then you gonna be like, damn, this not even as bad as I thought. And then you like, man, it's easy. After a while, you like, man, it's easy.
And now you having fun in that bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you'll see somebody else fearful too, and you like, yo, I'm trying to tell you, like, get in. That's all you gotta do. Now you telling them what to do.
No,
that's how it is.
Yeah,
you just gotta get it.
That's a WS analogy. We tough as shit. No, but that's a good ass analogy. Getting in that pool. What do you think stops most people from getting in the pool?
Fear, like, and it's just fear of the unknown. You ain't do it yet before, so it's that. And then I was thinking earlier too in the conversation, it's that fear of judgment. Like I wasn't always like fearful of judgment.
Right.
And I recognized that one day. I was like, yo, I wasn't always like this. What is the thing that made me like this? I honestly feel like with social media, you inadvertently just keep comparing yourself all the time. You know, you see somebody else doing something, they get more likes, and you like, damn, I put mines out there, I worked hard at it, and I only got a little bit of likes. But it's like, bro, it's just social media. Like their path is their path. Just keep going. It's just fear, it's comparison, it's fear of judgment. Man, just put your shit out there and
no
just
bullshit.
keep going. Keep be
Bullshit.
like be proud of what you have. Grow, be on your own path. And if you are present and you living in that and you ain't worrying about comparison, you're gonna be good, man. You just gotta keep doing it. That's all.
Right. I like that we talk a lot about your art.
Mhm.
I want to take a second and take a break from that and talk about you, like
Yeah.
as a person.
Let's do it.
Outside of your art form, outside of your creative expression, what do you struggle with,
What do I struggle with?
or what have you struggled with, if you're not too comfortable?
No, I'm comfortable. What am I struggling with? So I've been talking to my friends a lot about maybe this is on topic, maybe it's not. Struggling with like my sense of community, and community is number one. So because I work alone, I work by myself, I be missing people, bro. Like I love the work aspect, but I didn't realize like, yo, I miss more human interaction, just the things in life that I grind for. You know how you could get lost in grinding for a certain thing, but you're not thinking about the end result after a while. It's like, yo, what do you do this for? I ask people that all the time. What are you doing this for though? We always talking about going hard, going hard, going hard, but once you get the results from going hard, what do you do?
What's next?
Are you ever going outside touching some grass? Like a lot of people ain't sitting on the grass on a blanket and looking up at the sunset enough for me. Like I go sit by the water, I go for runs. I'm like making sure I'm present. I'm reading books. Like that's living life, if you ask me, not just working the dial. You know what I mean? So for me, I just been like craving community, being around my bros more. But because we getting older, you got friends getting married, friends getting you know, having kids. It's like, damn, I ain't linked with my boy that I always used to link with in 2 months, you know, stuff like that. So now our relationship is different. It's like, yo, we gotta schedule time to just go for a walk or link up, you know. So for me, just that feeling lonely. But I know a lot of artists, they like to sit in that introverted, you know, I'm by myself thing, that space. But for me, I didn't grow up like that. I grew up with family. I grew up around friends. So now that I'm doing more art, I realize I'm in isolation a lot, and it ain't the best for you mentally. So I'm always like, yo, bro, where you at? I'm trying to link. Let's do something.
How do you think that affects your art form or your creative expression?
You know, for me, right now I'm excited to do some new art that's more like expressive to how I feel. But most of my work isn't based off of how I feel. They're just concepts and ideas that I like. So my emotion, as far as like, I'm able to separate the two, is my point. Like if I'm feeling down, that don't really translate into my work. At least I feel that way anyway.
But now you're saying you want to switch that. Like you want to be more expressive.
Not fully. I think like I work in concepts. So right now it's all about hoop dreams. I want to talk about that and express that. Once it's done, it's done. It was an era. Now I'm like, I'm gearing up for my next thing right now. I'm excited about it because I know all that I want to do. I know how I want it to go. So for me, I'm really excited for this. And this is going to happen before the year is out. So I'm really excited for this right now. And I feel like I'm in a better space than I was than when I was working on Hoop Dreams too, because working on Hoop Dreams, I was just like I said, by myself. This next project is more like inclusive to all of my friends and people, community. And that's really how I got started with entrepreneurship as well. Just a quick caveat, like when I was starting out with balloons just to like get my name out there, I was doing a lot of stuff for free, a lot of community based stuff, a lot of events. You know, if somebody say, hey, I'm having this back to school drive, I'm pulling up and I'm knocking out balloon animals for all the kids for an hour or 2 hours for free. I'm coming to block parties. I'm doing whatever for free just to get my name out there. You got a business card? Yeah, absolutely. Book me for your next party, whatever. And I did that like for 2 years, pro bono stuff. And even as the years continue, and that it told me a lot about community. And that's why like I feel like I really just embody Philly. Like I've been outside for years as a kid. I'm catching the train to go do something for free.
Right.
And I think that's something that I think people should know too. Like, don't think it's gonna come overnight through social media. You gotta be out here active in real time,
Right.
building real relationships, you know. But I had to throw that in there real quick.
No, I think that's on point. I can't remember the original joint I was even talking about, but like I like that you brought that up.
Yeah.
I think that's something I struggle with too. I'm a real introvert ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It be like that.
You feel me? Like just naturally, I like to be by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And even speaking like this on camera, it took a while to even
Hell yeah.
get comfortable with this. But I do love people though, and that's a strong thing. I like to study people more so.
For sure.
And but I wanted to find a way where I could study people, capture it, and also, you know, make my art with people too.
Hell
as well. I think that's why I like having community, and but I do want to be outside more. You feel me? I think that this conversation kind of is pushing me to like, all right, yeah, you know what? Like, even though like I got a podcast, there's a lot of shit I could be doing in the community. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, like you bring that shit up, bro.
No doubt.
Let's talk about your next project a little bit.
Okay.
Can we get a little something? You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, for the same pod.
For sure. So I'm in a real early stages. I'm in like the ideation phase. It's just ideas, and I'm excited. So I feel like I've been talking to a lot of my homies about like how they've been feeling. We've been talking about mental health and stuff like that. And it's just an energy that I've been getting from all of the fellas, and I'm like, yo, I don't like this energy. It's like everybody's so down, and I think again, it's like it's an energy that we got in Philly. Like it's rare that I run into people that's upbeat and you know, positive minded thinking and just excited about life. Like me, I don't care what's going on. I'm typically excited about life, you know. And for me, I just want to bring that energy. I want to bring my energy to the city. You know, I always think about like what I could be doing to change the narrative and stuff, because every time people talk about Philly, I'm always hearing something bad. But it's like, bro, I love my city though. Like even with all the stuff that goes on, I'm not in a lot of those negative spaces. But for me, I'm over here, I'm doing my thing, and this is still Philly. I'm still representing it. And for me, I just want to bring some type of energy. So I'm planning to do some type of show like really soon, like I said, before the year is out. And I really just want a reason. This is an excuse for people to come out, get dressed, get fly, like we in New York, like and it's crazy because I don't even want to just say like in New York, because we known for that too.
No, we're right.
It's just that like people starting to look in other places, and it's like, yo, I want to show people like, no, we do this here too, and we gonna rep. You don't gotta go to Miami to say I'm an artist. You don't gotta go to Atlanta. It's nice to travel and do all that stuff too, but I want to represent my city. So I just want to create some type of or cultivate some type of space for people to come out, see the art, have a drink, like smoke, whatever you want to do, but like, yo, just enjoy yourself, network, and be around quality people, because that's what we gonna bring out. We gonna pack it out. Last year when I had my very first solo show, I did free tickets online. And you just had to like, you know, RSVP online, and we did 400 tickets in like 2 or 3 days. So
that's tough.
I'm excited, and I was blown away, bro. I was blown away. I was like, I remember telling like my team behind me, like, yo, I just hope I get at least like 100 people, whatever. And we did like 70 people in like the first hour that we posted. And I was like, oh my god, it was just on my Instagram story, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. So I'm excited, man. I want at least, I think for this one, I only want to do like 250 or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. But
no, definitely, I'm gonna slide for sure. I'm definitely gonna slide for sure.
It's gonna be cool.
You stay in Philly right now?
Yeah, North,
I
still live in North Philly.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I think community. I think that's a strong message for this. For sure. For this one. Like I want to do something. I want to do like a club or something, like some type of club, like whether it's a run club or some shit, like some shit like that.
Outside of art, man, like I said, because I feel like you need things to still be human, bro. Like outside of art, I'm not a robot. Like I work, but I'm also very in tune with myself.
Me too.
I love going for runs. It's like therapy to me. I like going for walks. So definitely run club, and I run all the time. So I'm definitely gonna do a group run before the month is out, because it's about to start getting cold soon.
No bullshit.
I want to get one solid like group running. It could be men, women. It don't gotta be the same pace. You can run at your own pace. I just want people to come out,
Let's
together.
do it. Yeah, no, definitely. Like we can actually work on something together. Like,
for sure.
Yo,
I'm telling you, I'm down. It's like,
yeah,
break the ice. Let's do it. Like, let's go out and do it.
I think that like minds like ours should be, you feel me, like around and like
For sure.
cultivated, because I think a lot of times, especially in cities like this, we get isolated.
People think we don't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Positive mind, and it's
Yeah.
like, and you know, like you said too, I when I tell you I really resonate with the introvert thing, like
Yeah.
I'm more like shy, you know, like I don't really want to, like I'll be in a room and I won't say anything about what I do just because I don't feel like I need to assert myself in that space. And then people will find out what I do and they're like, damn, why you ain't say nothing? And I'm like, I'm not always in promo mode, you know what I mean? I'm just a regular person, but it just so happens that I'm amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in me, but I just don't, you know, I'm just like chill about it.
That's something I actually struggled with for a while, because I wasn't sure if I was doing that out of humbleness or insecurity.
Yeah, yo.
So yeah, no bullshit. Because you know, it is kind of cool. You feel me? Like you kind of chill, and then like it kind of comes up naturally. Like, oh yeah, I do that shit.
Yeah.
But like sometimes am I minimizing myself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I kind of still do struggle with it a little bit. I'm not sure to be like, because my coworkers, I work with children with autism as well. I do therapy, and today my coworker asked, "Oh, what I'm doing this weekend?" And I wanted to tell him, "Oh, I'm doing a podcast. I do a podcast today and tomorrow."
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. Like some made me hesitate. I'm like, damn, why did I do that?
Yeah.
But I did tell him, I was like, yeah, I'm going to studio. They're like, studio.
Yeah.
You feel me? I was like, oh yeah, I do podcasts. They're like, what? You know that whole reaction. You feel me? And I just wasn't sure. Like, damn, why did I hesitate like that? You feel me? And like, is that humbleness or that insecurity? What do you think? Like, you pick my brain. What you think about that?
That is deep, bro. Yeah. That is deep because it's real, you know. And now that like I'm presented with that, like on the ride home, I'm gonna be thinking more about it. Like, damn, you know. So I'm like polar opposites with my lady. Like my lady is more like, you know, Latina. You gotta see me. Like I'm walking in the room and you gonna know I'm here. I'm more like I'm in the cut. Like I'm powerful, but I'm in the back though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I know that's me though. I know that's who I am. Because like even the way I sit in my chair, I'm not trying to be cool. I just sink low. Like this is just my job. You know what I mean? Like she'll probably be like this. You know what I mean? And that's her, and that's cool. But like I'm more like this. But I admire that in her, and I think like in some rooms I'll be like, damn, should I step up and be like, yo, I'm this? You know what I mean? Like I think it just depends on the room. I think you just gotta read the room. So because sometimes people do it and it's like, you ain't have to. You know what I mean? So I just definitely read the room and just know when to choose. But I think internally, like I'm definitely secure with myself. So it's just reading the room for me.
Bullshit.
I think it's gonna be humble.
No, I'm definitely more leaning on that side. There's just the humbleness and letting it come up. If it come up, it come up. Obviously, if I'm at an event, you feel me? I will. You mean talk my 1-2, but like, I'm chilling. I'm just chilling.
And I also think too, like with my faith, because you know I grew up Christian household. Christianity definitely speaks about being humble often and not like bragging. So like for me, I think I embody that, and I'm just like I don't really need to talk about what I do. But as I got older, I realized like, nah, there's nothing wrong with speaking about your gift or being confident and talking about what you do. You don't have to like minimize yourself. Like, nah, I do this. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I have this. I do. So it's okay. But social media and other people might say, oh man, he popping it. It's like, and I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with being confident is a beautiful thing.
And it's a power too, man. It's a power. It's a skill as well. Cause nigga, I ain't grow up confident.
Yeah, I agree.
I ain't. Nigga, what you mean?
No, I agree.
So you say that? He's like, yeah, nigga, you was a piece of shit.
No. I agree because I resonate with that. Like,
I know you said,
bro, when I tell you, I've always been small. You know, like as a black man, you know. People want you to be 6'5". It's like, nigga, I'm 5'7", bro. Like, I just so happen to be short. So I never was getting on a roller coaster rides. Like, I was undersized with basketball. I was undersized with football. When I tell you, I was 4'11" going into high school. You know what I'm saying? So hearing,
I got that.
You know what I mean? Like hearing about, but I always been me though. So I never like had issues. But going into high school, you know, hearing about Freshman Friday, all of that kind of stuff. It's like, nigga, I'm 4'11". I weigh like 90 pounds. I got a low haircut.
Yeah.
People say I look like Lil Bill. I had circular glasses and I had braces. It's like, when I say I feel you, I'm like, yo, young little 13, 14-year-old me, I was confident in me. I always knew who I was. I used to look at niggas like, y'all don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just looking at my appearance and think that I'm not, you know, but and then you get older and then people catch up to you. That's what it is. They like, damn, you're really cool. And it's like, nigga, I always been cool.
And nah, bro. And I think it's something crazy that happens. Like, niggas that get it the worst, bro, always end up like where you're supposed to be at. And the niggas that was on top in middle school, whatever the case is.
For sure.
We know where they at. You feel me? I ain't gonna say too much.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But yeah, bro. I think we definitely need that to go through that though. You feel me? How do you hope people feel about your creations? Like what are you trying to express to them? Like how should they feel when they see your creations?
So I think the easiest way to answer this would be I hope that people see me. I hope that people do get me, you know, like I'm expressing more of who I am than what it is that I'm doing, you know, like people can see the work and tell me how they feel and stuff like that, but I'm really searching for like that interaction. I'm trying to find my tribe through what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm always like, my whole brand is about just being honest, being transparent, being real. And that's why I think like my audience, my tribe, even when I'm not as consistent as I would like to be and whatnot, people like, no, we still here with you because we get you. Like we going through the same things you going through. Keep going. Like, so I'll be like, damn, man, like I get that energy from them. I think yeah, like with the work, I do love when people talk to me about the work. People appreciate it. People see how much hard work I'm putting in. And that's what I loved about like my latest project, Hoop Dreams, talking to people through the DM, like, yo, man, I love how you thought about this. Like, it seems so well thought out. And I'm like, damn, I'm just appreciative of the fact that people can see like what I'm doing and not just looking at it for what it is on Instagram, like a post and just scrolling away. Like, nah, people like, yo, this is dope, man. You really powerful and you deserve to be in another room somewhere or whatever. And I'm like, I'm glad you see that. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that.
Finally, nigga.
Yeah. For sure.
No bullshit. And I think sometimes, hey, let me see if you resonate with this. I feel like sometimes people try to like act like what you're doing outside of the lane, like our lane as in Philly or being black or whatever the case is, I feel like it's not appreciated as much as well. Obviously the niggas that get it, but niggas be like, oh, you might be trying too hard, or you trying to be different.
Yo,
shit like that. You got something like that for us?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, and that's one of them things where it's like, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I got a bunch of like instances like that. I remember this one time, somebody that I know, you know, accidentally sent me a DM thinking that they were sending it to somebody else, you know, and we all had that, like, you ever text somebody but you really was, you know what I mean? So
happened, nigga. Damn.
She had literally was like, you know, what did she say? She said something like he was either trying to her or she said that he trying so hard to be different. And that's why, like, when you said that, I started smiling because I knew who she was, and she was like related to somebody else that I know. So I had said to that person, like, yo, bro, I thought, like, should I say something or no? And I ended up not saying anything, but she had unsent the message when she realized, you know, and I was just like, damn, I thought we was cool. You know? It's like trying so hard to be different. First of all, you don't know me enough to really say that. That's number one. And two, when you think about that, why wouldn't you try hard to be different? Why wouldn't you try, like, why would you want to be like everybody else? That's basically what you're saying. So I've had moments like that, and when it happens to you, like for the first time or whatever, you like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah. But you sit with it, and you know, you might reflect on it, you might feel bad, but I took it like, hey man, I'm doing something right.
No bullshit.
Like,
no,
that's just a reflection on you.
I was literally about to bring it up after you was done talking, bro. That's really what it is. It's projection.
You know what I mean? She ain't reading enough books.
No bullshit. No bullshit. It's ignorance, really. And I've been doing content since I was like 7th grade. Okay. I should do like Call of Duty cut comms. Okay. Like I was doing a bunch of random ass shit. Like I used to do Yeah, a lot of gaming shit, and
Yeah.
I was doing fashion shit like back in high school,
Dope,
stuff
dope.
like that.
That's why you so confident on the mic.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm whatever. I'm cool. I'm working on it.
Word, word.
But no, I'm talking about that. Damn.
That's my bad. I cut you off.
No, you
But you
good.
said
You
you've been doing
good.
content since you was in 7th grade.
Yeah. I've been doing shit for a long time. I'm trying to talk it out. Trying to talk it
Yeah.
out. Damn, I
Good.
don't know where the fuck I was going with that
Bro,
shit.
that's what happened when you having a
Yeah.
good ass conversation. Good conversation, and it's real and it's genuine. It's not scripted.
Here it is. Here it is. Thank you, bro.
Okay.
Like he was stalling for me. Appreciate you. But no, so I've been doing content forever, and I've had people come in, you know, try to do weird shit like go on my video, dislike it, leave hate comments. I'm talking about people I know. You feel me?
Yeah.
And especially when you're younger, because you know kids are dickheads. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was very already used to a lot of like adversity while trying to step out of my comfort zone. You know, we in Philly. I grew up. You feel me? I don't need, you feel me? Niggas like, this nigga trying to be a YouTuber, you feel me? Like
Right.
shit like that. And that's something I had to learn very early on, that people are simply dealing with themselves. A lot of people want to do what you do, bro.
Absolutely.
A lot of people want to do what you do and they can't.
And you know what? You know what's so crazy? People may hear that and they might think like, oh, people want to be artists, and it's like, nah, people just want to excel or win or succeed at anything. But the problem is they looking at you and they like, man, this nigga went to the same school as me. How he doing that? It's like, bro, I'm like, they're looking at it like, damn, he's going up and I'm not. You know, that it's you looking at yourself and it's like, no, bro, you could do the same thing. You don't gotta hate on me. Like, if anything, ask for help, you know, but like that make you, I guess to you, it make you look weak. For me, if I see somebody else, I actually was just in New York and I seen somebody that I went to school with who has reached a high level of success. We went to the same high school. I started asking them questions. I'm like, yo, bro, what made you go from this to this? How did you do this? Like, because I want to do the same thing. And it's enough money, it's enough success, it's enough everything out here for everybody. But again, if you got this limited mindset, you think that, you know, you got to be stingy and hold on and like hold back resources or information. But it's like, brother, you got to free your mind. You need to like go touch some grass, go sit by the water, go travel, you know, and see that like, oh no, it's abundance out here for everybody. I just got to get out of this negative, you know, mindset that I grew up with.
I think people should start at reflection. I heard you say that you're really introspective.
For sure.
And so am I. And I think that's a really powerful tool, because I think that's what, like, bro, your mind can blind you. I mean, how should I say, your feelings can blind you. Your feelings and how you feel. Like, so if you feel inadequate, if you don't understand that how you feel inadequate about your own self, you're gonna project that onto you or to me. You feel me? And if you don't understand how you feel, you can't process it, you're gonna live a very miserable life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that I feel like people should start with.
You gotta have a growth mindset.
Yeah.
And it really do start there. And as long as you keep, and the thing is like, you'll never reach a level where you just like, okay, I made it. You know, there is no I made it moment. You always gonna be growing. You always gonna be learning. You gonna make mistakes. You gonna fail. But like, that's what I love too. And I'm grateful for you as well. Like, meeting another black man that just wants to be the best version of himself. It's like, yo, it's a beautiful thing. I love growth. Like, I'm always on that. I'm always trying to be better. And what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? I wanna be around the best of the best. The goal is to prosper, bro. I want to be around, and it ain't even about like, oh, it's a dollar amount.
Yeah.
It's just energy. Like, I want to be around good quality people. I love being in Philly, but I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I'm in certain spaces, I don't feel comfortable. But I'll be in the same space like that, a similar space in another city, and I don't feel like a shooting is going to happen or anything. Like, bro, I want to be at peace. I'm a chill guy, man. I want to go to work and I want to come home to my lady and chill, bro. Like, that's all I want to do. And I think that it's not enough people I think it's a lot of people out here who want the same thing, but you looking at social media and you thinking that you got to be those things. Like, no, you can be just like me, you know what I'm saying? Just like us, but we're like you too. You just maybe in a space where you too afraid to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something that I'm sorry, but I feel like
you good.
A lot of guys out here, bro, all of us are just wanting the same thing. I was talking about this with my boy the other day. He living in Atlanta. And shout out to my boy Matt, man. He living in Atlanta. He on like the 18th floor. This really nice apartment. And he like, bro, I'm so like grateful for where I am now. You know, I wake up every day, you know, I praise God. I go to church. I go to work. I love what I do. I come home. I got a beautiful view. And we just was reflecting on that because 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, we was talking about being in the position we in now, even though we want more. But it's like, I'm so grateful to have at least just one or two people like that around me. And I know that like when I come across other people, it's like, yo, we all out here, but it's not enough of us being presented like on social media, on the big screen, bro. It's good, solid dudes out here that exist that are doing great things. That's you true, know, bro. We could be underlooked, but we out here.
That's some real shit, bro. That's some real shit, bro. Y'all niggas gotta come out here, bro. Like, listen, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what these conversations are for, bro. Just like some honest truth, bro. And you're right, bro. It's not a lot, bro. And I, you know, me and Luna, you know, we be trying to go through the city, find some good people, because I don't just have anybody on the podcast. Like, it doesn't matter how popping you are. Like, you gotta somehow correlate and correspond with the messaging and like the brand. You feel me? And it is hard on social media to find that shit. I think we definitely work on pushing more things like that. I appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt.
The future, man. Let's talk about the future, bro.
For sure. Let's do it.
So I know you got a project coming, but beyond that, beyond the projects, where do you see yourself, bro?
Yo, man. So I've always been the type of person where I thought that I was in control to a degree. I thought that I could plan my whole life out, but you might have heard the saying, when we make plans, like God just laughs. A lot of what I thought I would have sooner, I didn't get. It took me a longer route, you know. I feel like I don't want to say I'm just going with the flow, but I'm really just trusting God. I know wherever I'm going to be all right. So that's what gives me the peace right there.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to plan it out my way, I would be somewhere probably 30 floors up in a high rise somewhere. And it's crazy because I live in a house right now. I pay a mortgage. I got a 2-story, 2-bedroom house, and it's great. You know, it used to be my grandparents' house, so we renovated it, and I love it there. But environment wise, it's time for me to move on soon and to get into a different space. So if it was up to me, man, I'd be in a high rise somewhere with floor to ceiling windows. And I don't have that opinion just because of social media. Like, I've been in places like that over the years, like years ago. And I'm gonna probably deviate a little bit. The reason why I got to that place is because when I was younger, I needed more exposure. So at 18, 19, 20 years old, I was getting on the Airbnb, not the Airbnb, probably Expedia and stuff like that at the time. But I was going to different hotels, staying at different cribs, and just going by myself. And you would think like, oh, you probably got all these girls. No, I was there by myself. I'm looking around, journaling, like, yo, I want this and I want this. And really just turning those things into reality, like my bed, my TVs, my little fireplace, all of that. It was like stuff that I saw and I was like, yo, I want this. Like, I'm gonna get this experience in for the weekend, but I want this to be my real life. How can I make this thing tangible? And just start working, manifesting it literally, bro, piece by piece. And then people will see you and be like, damn, man, he got it all made. And it's like, no, y'all ain't see that work I was putting in. So I'm manifesting things now. I do want a view. I just want to be in a nice, decent neighborhood. I don't need too many cars. I have one or two. I'm cool with that. But it's the lifestyle for me too. I want the self-care. I want to make sure I'm getting a cut, get my hair done every month. You know, getting that retwist. We got locks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta keep them
skincare, I want to be on point. I want to go to restaurants when I want. If my lady say, babe, I want to eat here tonight, I want to be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Not have to be like, let me check my account. You know what I mean? I want to be like, all right, bet. We on that. Let's go do this, you know? So, and like I said, I did a lot of cool things with my family when I was young. My mom was always on that. Like, I learned a lot of work ethic stuff from mom and dad, but my mom is like, we out. My mom just came back from Jamaica. Her birthday was on Monday. Shout out to my mom. My mom just came back from Jamaica a couple days ago. She going to Houston next week. Like, she not playing. I was talking to her last night, like, yo, mom, it's been a minute since I've been on a trip. I need to go somewhere. She like, you want to use my Expedia points? Yeah, I'm like, my mom, she took us to all the parks. She took us to I done been to every water park. She gonna make sure we eat everywhere. Like, again, that exposure of doing things. So for me,
beautiful, bro.
I love going hard. I love working, and I'm a hustler. I like getting money, but at the same time, it's like, what you gonna do when you get this money though? I'm gonna enjoy it. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm a where you want to go. Like, I'm a whatever guy. Like, Yeah, man. Yeah, but I'll go on a
That's
little
tough,
tangent, but
man. Nah, I think this is your episode,
my
bro.
future
Episode.
is it's just going like God willing, it's going to be fun. I'm
Yeah.
going to just do everything I want. Like
Experience.
I be asking niggas like, yo, when the last time you seen a zebra, bro? I ain't
Mhm.
seen a zebra. I ain't been to the zoo since I was a kid, but zebras exist.
Yeah.
God created zebras.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go see a fucking zebra, man. Like
Nah, I was just thinking, damn, when was the last time I seen
a
a
hippo, a giraffe, like bro, Africa. Like I mean, not to
bullshit?
just say like animals live in Africa, but no, Africa is a beautiful place. Dubai is a beautiful
Mhm.
place. You know, I got a homie who is African. He always talking about like, bro, we gotta go to Ghana. Like,
Right.
I just want to see it. And I'm like, bro, let's make
Yeah,
that
let's do it.
happen. Let's go there
Yeah.
because why not? We got this one life to live. And what we afraid of? Somebody in high school who gonna say this, or somebody in middle school? You care
Right.
about this person on
Right.
Instagram who a bot or whatever going, man, go. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Have fun.
Yeah.
So
And sometimes it's yourself.
yeah.
Sometimes yourself can hold you back as well.
Yo, insecurity with
Yeah.
yourself, fears, man. Nigga, get in the gym. You
Nah,
feel me? You
bullshit.
don't like your body, get in the gym.
Bullshit.
You don't like this, buy yourself some new clothes, whatever it is. Make yourself feel
Yeah.
better.
Nah, bro. I think that's a strong message, bro. Just to close out, bro. What's
Mhm.
what's the message you got to your audience? You feel me? Your supporters. Anything you want to say to them?
Man, all praise to the Most High. God is the greatest. You got all the power inside of you. Whatever it is that you want to do, go do it, man. Live your life. Cause we all on a time clock, whether we think about it or not. Not to like end off on a sad note or a super deep note, but like, nah, man, live, brother, live. Like whatever it is that you doing, go do that thing. Like if you nervous to get that girl some flowers or ask her on a date, man, go do it. Just go do it. She mess around, say, yeah, man, you had a time of your life. Like delete the fear, man. Stop living in fear. Wear the clothes you might feel like, oh, I don't want to wear because somebody do it. Do it anyway. Have fun. Live your life for you. That's what I
Oh
say to
shit,
people.
man. It's been a Saint Pod soul story and self, brother.
Yeah.
I'ma fuck with y'all. It's been Saint.
Most definitely.
So let's be safe. All right. I'll fuck with